Dear students, today let us study the regulation and expression of gene in lipogram. As you know, our body is made up of billions of cells, and in those cells, DNA is there. The DNA in all the cells is same. So, how does a particular cell reacts at a specific time, and how the gene get activated from a particular organ of the body to do a specific job. So how does this regulation and expression take place? So let us study this phenomena in prokaryotes, that is in bacteria. So let us today study about lacoperon. So let us first take some E. coli. E. coli bacteria and put them in this plate. You know that E. coli thrive well in the environment of glucose. That is, E. coli can easily digest glucose. So, when glucose is available, E. coli would not express or the gene would not activate so that to produce another proteins which are needed for the action till glucose is available. If glucose is not present and lactose is present in the environment, then the gene will start to express itself so as to digest lactose. So let us study this. As you know, the chromosome in bacteria and prokaryotes is circular in nature, like this. But to make you understand, let us make it rather straight, like this. This is the template from where the RNA will be produced. This is the template. Here is the operator region in bacteria where the process operates. This is the promoter region. Again, there is one more gene that is called as I gene. This I gene is repressor gene or inhibitory gene. This I gene is called as repressor gene or inhibitory gene. Now we have already seen that the genes in prokaryotes are polysystronic. That means from one gene more than one protein is produced. So suppose this is one part of the gene. This is another part of the gene, and this is another part of the gene. And this is the messenger RNA. Suppose this much part produces this much of protein, This much part produces this second protein, and this part produces the third protein. Okay, so more than one protein are produced from the gene. So genes are also of three types. This is Z, this is Y, and this is A region. Okay. So suppose this portion produces one protein, this portion produces another protein, and this portion produces one more protein. Now the protein produced by this part, that is Z, protein produced by Z part is beta galactosidase. Y part is permease, and from A part is transacetylase. These three proteins are produced from this gene and this RNA. All these three proteins are needed if glucose is not available in the environment. Now let us turn to this diagram. This is the operator region. This region is called as operator region. This is the promoter region. Again, here there is one more promoter region. Now you know that RNA polymerase will climb in the promoter region and it will start producing the RNA. But this production of RNA is stopped because of this operator region. Why? Because this inhibitor gene, as this RNA polymerase enters in the promoter region, this inhibitor gene produces its own RNA. That is called as inhibitor protein, and that inhibitor protein binds to the operator region. It binds to the operator region and doesn't allow this RNA polymerase from the promoter region to come over here and start the production of RNA. And it happens when the glucose is available in the environment. Once glucose is not present, then the action of this gene starts. Now, suppose this is the cell and this is lactose. You should always keep it in mind that some amount of permease is always present in the cell body, though in a very minor quantity, but it will be always present. Though the production of these three proteins will take place only after this operator region is removed, but some amount of permease is always present. So this permease allows this lactose to enter inside, though in a small quantity. A small quantity of lactose is allowed to enter inside. Now, after entering inside this lactose is converted into allolactose. This lactose is converted into allolactose, and this allolactose now acts on this operator region and removes this inhibitory gene from here. Once this inhibitory gene is removed, then the full-fledged RNA production starts and these three proteins are produced. And the digestion of lactose begins. As you know, lactose is nothing but glucose plus galactose. Lactose is nothing but glucose plus galactose. Now, this region is called as structural gene. This is called as structural gene. Now, once this inhibitory gene is removed from the operator region, the RNA will form, three proteins will form, and the digestion of lactose begins. Now, this structural gene plus this region, that is operator and inhibitory region. Is called operon. This entire portion from here to here, it is called as operon, and the lac is taken from lactose, so it is called as lac operon. So understood how the gene expresses itself. Till the time glucose is available in the environment, this RNA is not produced. Okay, once the glucose from the environment ends, then the bacteria requires lactose for digestion. So, when lactose comes into environment, this inhibitory gene is removed, and the production of RNA starts, and lactose is digested. So in this way, the regulation and expression of gene is done in lac operon. It is also called as a negative operon. It is also called as negative operon, as there is no प्रोडक्शन ऑफ आरएनए ओवर हियर, ये हमेशा बंद ही होता है. ओनली व्हेन ग्लूकोज इज नॉट अवेलेबल, देन ओनली इट ऑपरेट्स. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज नेगेटिव ऑपरेटर. ओके, I hope you understood the concept of lac operon. Thank you.